Ricky Ranchu. So today I'm going to go over a little bit of an update with the 10-gallon planted. I got 4 Danios left. I moved a few of them outside, and I think a few of them died. And I say I think because I never saw them, but I don't want to rip everything out to find out. Checked everywhere. They seem to have not jumped out. I don't know if I went over this, but I got a little Cory in there now. If it'll focus. Yeah, it's a Julie Cory. I went to the store to buy more today, but they didn't have any, so I'm probably going to go next week. But everything seems to be doing well. This Crypt Parva keeps moving. It like gets up and moves. It's kind of weird. I have 3 stalks in there. It's very strange. There's a lot of Java fern that's like floating, like places like that I got to replant. Stuff like that. Also, I got a lot of is it Spangler? Salvinia floating there. There is also some duckweed as well. It's just kind of taken over now. That's why the light is not as high. Nubius is doing good. That Crypt's doing good. But let's talk about what I bought at my local fish store today. So I bought this. We got Water Sprite, and we have some Rotala Indica, and I think it was about $11, which is not bad. Not bad. Rotala Indica was kind of an impulse buy. I've had my eyes on Water Sprite for a little while, but so I'm thinking about doing those two in the middle, maybe. Put some root tabs, some more root tabs in there. Aquarium Co-op, of course. Got to support them. They do such good work. But anyway. Yeah, so I'm going to plant these in the middle there. And the Rotala Indica might need some high light, from what I've been told. Some higher light, from what I've been told at the fish store. I think I have it covered, but if not, like, I could remove some of this floating plant here, and maybe the guard in front of the light. And that could increase the amount of light I'm getting. But you know, I'm just going to watch it, see what happens, and maybe do a little bit more research. Alright, so I made some changes here, and I'm kind of liking it. I got way too much Water Sprite. She said, how much do you want? I said, 1 stem, and it's like, well, y'all are just trying to get rid of it. But I got a little bit of Rotala. We'll see how that goes. I guess one of the plants fell off, so I planted it over there to the left there. And I put 2 root tabs, not directly under the plants, but around it so they can maybe grow where they want to. But the idea with this plant is it grows to the top, and then I trim it, plant it again. It grows, trim it, plant it again, and then eventually it'll get really bushy. But yeah, so the lava rock was moved from back there to right here. So I'm planning to plant the rest of this lava rock with some Java fern from this guy. Keeps sending out little Java ferns, and they're all over. Yeah, so I need to start getting those Java ferns, collecting them, and go ahead and gluing the roots. Focus. Gluing the roots down to these rocks right here, and then I can have some nice green coming in. I might put a root tab kind of right here, if that makes sense, right in the middle here, to see if I can get the Crypt Parva to kind of start maybe carpeting across. It seems like maybe they don't like the light as much, because there's 3 stems, and these 2 seem to be moving back into the Anubias shelter, I guess, if you will. So maybe they don't like it as much. That's probably why they're uprooting and moving, but you know, they stay down. They still look healthy. The leaves look nice and green. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know anything about Crypt Parva or plants for that matter. And yeah, so also I moved a couple lava rock down there. This jungle valve has a root tab, and it's gonna explode and cover this filter. It's the plan there. So I might put some Java fern in there, a low light, but you know, it might not work out because it's gonna get overtaken really bad by this jungle valve. Jungle valve grows like crazy, but I am a little concerned about these bronze crypts getting overpowered by the Sprite. I'm probably gonna trim it back next week, but just want to kind of watch it. I did remove a lot of the floating plants, so we can get plenty of light down to this Rotala. So if need be, I'll remove the guard from that light to get some extra light, but I just want to watch it for now. It's only fertilized with Easy Green and the root tabs that I put down in there. So, okay, it's been about 7 days since I've had the Rotala. In about 3 or 4 days, it seems to be hunched over. Now, I've done some research and there are a couple theories. One, too much light. So to combat that, I added all the floating plants back. I don't think that's it. 2, the flow is pushing it all that way. And I just have a sponge filter and it's not even really going hard. It's not even like, it's like barely making a hole right there in the floating plants. So I don't think it's the sponge filter. What I do think is my light is just not good. It's powerful, but it's not giving it what it needs. So it's actually trying to get some from the sun. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna trim it maybe about halfway and then plant all the stems back down next to it. Focus. Because you can do that with Rotala, and that's why I bought the plant, because I thought it'd be really fun to trim it. So let me go ahead and do that real quick. Okay, so I just cut it, replanted. Didn't really get the heights right, but it'll probably work out. They're kind of all over the place right now, but I bet you they're going to be leaning towards the left, towards the sun, and we'll see how it goes with the Rotala. I also left one floating right next to the sun, right there, and we'll see how that goes, just to see how important the sun is for this plant, or a good quality light, that is. But thank you guys for watching. Subscribe, Instagram, Ricky Ranchu, all that good stuff. See you next time.